Hello guys, every good name is taken here and welcome to patch 5.5. Before we start with the video, this is pre-recorded and I'm doing the voiceover afterwards because my recording system somehow won't allow me to do both at the same time. So let's talk about 5.5 for a bit. As you know, of course, tech tree changes, and a lot of the tech tree changes actually. Many tanks got set to collector tanks, which means that you will hardly ever get them again, and you can sell them for gold. This was mostly done to low tier tanks and some higher tiers, also tier 1 tier 7 and some tier 6s. I made a whole video about that some weeks ago. I will leave you link in at the end of the video if you want to check it out, even though it might not be necessary anymore. So what are we going to do today? We are going to have a specific look on what exactly was made or changed in 5.5. Also play some live battles, and yeah, let's try getting to the news. 5.5, a lot of things changed. Mad Games is now officially over as well. We got some new tanks in the game. The VKK, as I like to call it, Mauschen, and the VK101P. So in patch 5.5 you can from the VKB get both tier 10 heavies. After that patch it will be changed. Also the credit income in rating battles is going or was patched. Now it depends on which league you're in, or depending on the league you will get way more credits than before, which is actually quite a good idea in my opinion. They added the Wasteland map, which you could play in Mad Games, which is awesome. I liked that map, it was okay. Yeah, so it's still available, but of course the game mode is not there anymore. And there's it saying collector tanks and such. 4 new camos as well, which I will show to you later. And some other stuff that got fixed or improved in terms of bug and the interface. As you can see, some shit. The ribbon for when you do damage was a bit changed, and yeah. So let's see who messaged me there. Sicario, hello mate. Messaged him after I was finished with recording, but that's nothing into the video now. Let's take a look into the camos. First of all, J charts, yeah, it looks pretty nice. It's all for gold though, this time tactical cheered. I don't really like that, to be honest. It's not my taste. Ice block also looks pretty cool in my opinion, similar to what I use right now. And this one, Demon Soul. This looks absolutely amazing, guys. I would like to have it, but I sadly can't afford it, huh? But it just looks really awesome in my opinion. Let's get to the tech tree changes. So what exactly changed? Let's start with America. So all tier 10 tier 1 tanks got removed and replaced by a tier 2 tank that was moved down a tier. It was way more simplified. So let's get to it. M2 Light was tier 2 before, now a tier 1. M3 Media Steward stayed. M5 Steward got to remove down to tier 3, and the M7 down to tier 4. Now you can get from the M7 to the M4 and the T1 heavy. M8A1 also, T40 got removed there. You can only get the Wolverine. T67 not as well, and from Wolverine you get to both American TDs. And the heavy line got moved above the mediums and the lights, which you might notice there. And Chewy got to move to tier 6, which is also worth mentioning. So in Germany, Panzer 2 tier 1, not really much changed here. Panzer 3 got moved down to tier 3. Now the Hetzer and Stuck are the only tier Ds in low tier in the German tech tree. The Death Toaster is not there anymore, sadly. And yeah, what else changed? A lot of the smaller tanks. There's the new line, VKP, Mauschen, and the VKK. VKD The tier 7 one, which I didn't research, as you can see there, is kind of unnecessary now. You can go over the Panther and the SP1C, so you don't need to play that. In the Russian tech tree, they changed a lot as well. T26 now from tier 2 to tier 1, BT2 and BT7 stayed the same. The Russian TDs start with the SU85B. A20 stayed at tier 4. From the A20 you can now get to the KV1 and the T34. And KV13 is missing, as you can see, and the T150 is there no more. Now you can get from the KV2 to the KV3. Rest pretty much stayed the same. I don't see any differences there. In the British tech tree, some smaller things changed. Cruiser 2 is now just tier 1, Cruiser 3 and 4 are now mediums. Matilda is now a heavy tank. TD start with the Alecto and move up. Churchill GC is also missing. If you had that tank, you were able to get the 88 for free. And some of the mediums in the lower part were missing. The upper part on tier 2 to 4 on Japanese are missing, rest pretty much stayed. In the Chinese there is a new tier 2 tank which got introduced. It's kind of like a Panzer 38A, no, Panzer 38T, but the Chinese version. Rest also pretty much stayed the same, nothing really changed here. And to France, the tier 1 is now the R35, AMX 38, and then the D2, which also got to be a heavy tank now, from which you can get to the B1 and the TD line, and from the B1 you are now able to get to the light tank line, so AMX 40 is no more. So let's take a look at the collector tanks. I've bought the most I could do because I don't really have a lot of space in my garage. And yeah, so let's see. Upgrades, you got pretty much a stock tank now. Here's a little description. As I said, vehicles that are rare or really hard to obtain, and they can't be in the tech tree found or are somehow accessible, and you will probably own and never get them again. That's what I'm thinking. And yeah, I got a lot of them. I will probably keep some, like the M3 Lee, DW2, the Scavenger for sure, and maybe as well the looks. It got a pretty hard nerf, if I'm honest, so I don't know if it's worth keeping now after it got changed so much. And there's the M3 Leo was talking about. I might keep that, probably will as well. So let's get to it and sell some of those. As you can see, you get gold now, just a small amount of course, because it's lower tier. The higher you get, the more gold you will receive, of course. So in tier 6 I don't have any. In tier 5 just the Scavenger, which I will keep. In tier 4 we have the T40, which I'm not going to keep. I will sell that for 100 gold and keep the other 3 tier 4s to tier 3. I'm gonna sell the T6, the Panzer 3A, the T46, and probably as well that Panzafahra. You must keep in mind though, you can't sell all of them at once, because there is a daily limit of selling tanks. I think it's around 5 or 6 that was introduced to prevent if your account got hacked, that not all of your tanks are sold, of course. And there is, it cannot be sold. Limit for selling vehicles for today was reached, so I got 300 gold now from selling some tanks. Can't quite remember how many it was. And since I really liked the Demon Soul camo, here again you can see the M7, by the way. Don't worry about this part, I'm just going to equip some tanks to the maximum. I don't know why I did that, to be honest. Maybe just because it looks better then. I can't really tell you. To what I was trying to say, the Demon Soul camo, so the black one with some red in it, I really like it. It looks pretty damn cool. So I decided, hey, let's take a look how much it costs in a bit lower tier. So my first idea was to no, as it seems we're still going to take a look at it. M40 M8A1 now, fully upgraded. It looks like this, but I prefer the smaller gun. But it seems that the gun I wanted to use got removed because a lot of modules were also taken out of the game. You might notice that on some tanks, and yeah, I'm not really sure. I'm just skipping through some tanks from my garage. It's quite small in my opinion compared to some others, and yeah, that's the R35. I got that because I was helping someone in something. Don't want to spoil it now, and I needed the tier 1 French one. But after the update, of course it changed to the R35, so I have this tank now. And yeah, we should get to the part soon that I want to talk about. Let's just take a look at the missions. What do we got here? 2 of them already done, and something else. So it did not refresh for some reason. So yeah, that's what I wanted to look. How much would the Demon Soul camo cost on my Hellcat? On my beloved Hellcat, and it's 260. So what do you guys think will happen? Little spoiler, I'm going to buy the camo because it looks absolutely cool. I mean, come on guys, look at it. Doesn't this look really sexy? Yeah, I'm just gonna buy the camo now. Replace it with the others that I got. There's actually a lot of camos available on my Hellcat, but I don't care. I'm just going to change the ammo loadout. I made it just for the mad games because Hellcat was healing, and HE is good for healing because it heals more. You're just gonna see my setup now. The modules or equipments that I use in the Hellcat actually gonna change a bit there, and the rest should stay the same. And after that we are going to jump into battle, which actually turned out to be pretty decent. I mean, being recorded live, and I just wanted to play some games. After the Hellcat game, we are going to play one in tier 10, just to see if we can maybe face that new VKK, or maybe the Mauschen, which I did not expect more the VKK, but yeah. Just gonna take a bit in the queue. I don't really know why. I mean, there's enough tanks, 18 right now. And because someone asked why we're waiting here, my opinion on the new patch, I'm not quite sure yet. The removal of so many tanks, yeah, it makes the tech tree more clear and easier to look at. But I don't really know. A lot of tanks got removed that are pretty nice and could have stayed in, and a lot of them got nerfed as well, the heck out of them. So as I said, not really sure they are bad. Who am I to judge, right? So as you can see there, Chewy, tier 6 now, what I've mentioned before. I'm not quite sure what exactly changed on that tank, so I can't really tell you. But yeah, we're going to play on Port Bay in Supremacy and respawn south, I believe. It's just gonna take some time, and what I was saying to the GC earlier, you will see right now in the chat in some moments, because the 88 is gonna write something. Just take a look at it, and there it is. He had the GC, and then he got the 88, and from what I've heard and my knowledge, if you had a tank that got removed and you got a different tank for it, and you don't even have that line research, etc., you will gain all the tanks before will be researched, and the tank that you will or would originally get will be also fully researched, so that you can immediately play it fully upgraded, which is quite nice for them to do, to be honest. And let's get to the battle now. I'm playing quite aggressive here. Saw that Easy 8 is out of position, so I just gave him 2 quick shots. I'm trying to look for a kill shot, but that is not going to happen until the end. So let's focus on the other tanks, because I don't want to sit there just basically doing nothing. There's a VK, put one shot into him. I really like that tank because of aim time and accuracy, and I just like it, obviously. And there's a Chewy, the new tier 6 American light tank. So as well no T21, which I really like that tank, to be honest. And yeah, I'm still looking for that easy 8. I just can't manage to hit him though, because of that bridge and some weird and funky angles. But then I saw this KV1 over here. But thought about shooting the Chewy, hit him with HG in the side, set him on fire, and he's burning for 200 more damage than I originally did. Just quick auto aim and was able to finish him off. Would like to know why he moved out of there, or again into the line of fire, but well, I'm thankful for it. I got the kill, 100 damage, and now we're just focusing this KV1. Got a nice high roll with the help of the max roll skill, so I was able to finish off that KV1. 88 is ignoring us, or killed ThePanzafahra to be precise, and is now moving forward, probably trying to kill me. But again, he's ignoring me, shooting someone else. So I'm just gonna aim at his weak spot. I take some time to shoot, not sure why. And now I make a mistake because I tried to shoot HE at the ATA side. Just hit his tracks, so I did no damage, except made his tracks yellow, if they weren't before already. But the game is over. Pretty fast win, I got to say, 7-2. I did a lot of damage for tier 6 in my opinion. 2.5 is very nice. I got a first class only though. SU100 did also pretty good job with 2k damage. So after the Hellcat game done, let's get to some more higher tiers with my E50M, which I lately really like. I'm planning to do a video about this tank in the future, definitely. Not sure when though, but yeah, you can look out or look forward to it, is the better term, yeah, I guess. So, game on Winter Malinovka, this time in Encounter. As you can see, there is a VKK in my team and one in the enemy team. We also got an E50, which is pretty nice, E50 and E50M. And yeah, I'm just going to the medium side right now because I thought going to the heavy side, I don't know, to be honest. I mean, logically thinking I shouldn't go that side because the rest of the team is not here and I might be outnumbered because the enemy has 2 mediums and 1 light tank. But I just wanted to spot out, see if there's anything, but as it turns out, here is completely nothing. For first half minute, nothing spotted. Then on the heavy side, first tanks getting spotted. After some moments, there should also be the mediums revealed. Yeah, there they are. I'm trying to look for a shot, but not really getting one. So I'm trying to move on, but I should have done that a bit earlier, to be honest, because I did not spot anything and the team got spotted in the north. So I should have gone earlier in to try to help my team out, because it's just a 6 versus 7 situation until I get to fight the bad chat here, which sadly runs away though, so no fight against him. And after we get around this corner, there's an E1 appearing out of nowhere. I did not expect that. So I'm just wriggling now, and since I counted his shots, which was 3 after the last one he took, he's now reloading, so I'm just trying to pump out as much damage as I can before he is reloaded. I'm trying to facehug him now because I think he should be done reloading in some seconds, and I was correct, so he bounced the first. Don't know how he bounced the second on my side armor, but he penetrates the third. I bounce as well on his back, which is quite unfortunate. Score's already 0 to 4. I changed that to a 1 to 4, but it's not really gonna help much because the other two teammates are going to die, and I sadly can't do anything about it. I'm trying to snapshot that I7, but it just did not connect. So, as this game is, as you can guess, already a loss, because I'm not going to get out of this 1 vs 6 situation, I'm just trying to get as much damage done as possible, or maybe get also one more kill. T-54 is now pretty recklessly just coming towards me, so I put him down to one shot. VKB also wants some more, so I put one into his lower plate. He bounced me with a PCR, which was quite fortunate, saved me some HP. But now I'm surrounded by the whole enemy. VKK there. Sadly, I did not really face him in this battle, so I can't give you an opinion. But after facing him a bit more, I gotta say, it has good armor. The gun is pretty nasty. It's an E100 gun. And yeah, I will plan to do a video about this tank maybe in the future. But yeah, this was basically it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, just take a last look at this sexy looking Hellcat. As I said, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like and a comment, and until then, see you next time.